Henry, your face is screaming something you want to say. Spit it out. I'm your best friend.
I was looking at Beth's writing. Has she ever been tested by a psychoanalyst?
What? What do you mean? You want to say my daughter has a mental problem?
Don't take it the wrong way, James. I'm your best friend. Beth's like my daughter. I'm not making a diagnosis. I couldn't if I wanted to. I'm too close to her. But I am saying that some of Beth's behavior is odd. Her handwriting...
Oh, come on. You were saying yourself that all those handwriting experts are a big snooze fest of stale ideas. Now you want to say what? Beth has schizophrenia because she got sick of calligraphy?
You don't need to be an expert to see this. Look, here's her calligraphy from 2 weeks ago. Elegant, precise, tidy. And here's her calligraphy from 2 days ago. It looks like a child just learning how to hold a pen. Look, the writing on the second page is shaky, faltering and crude, as if a kindergartner is learning to write.
But such a drastic fall in just 2 weeks. How is that even possible?
Look, the early moments in an infant's life are profoundly impactful. It's not strange to imagine there might be some sorting out for Beth to do.
You mean how Alice deserted them at the hospital? Oh, God. I feel so much regret for everything that I did for her when she was in the hospital.
I would venture that a daughter being abandoned by her mother the day she was born could have some lasting effects that could be helped by a mental health professional, yes. Helped is the word I want you to focus on, James.
No thanks.
Why on earth not? Do you think that little of my profession?
No offense to you, Henry, or your profession, but I think that Beth is a child who is, by all accounts, flourishing in most aspects of life and does not need to be poked and prodded by some guy like you looking for problems that I can pay him to fix.
Suit yourself. I'm just telling you what I see.
Fine. Observation noted. You know what I'm observing. Your empty glass. Now bring it over here. I want to diagnose your liver's capacity.
I want to go searching for seashells.
Excellent. We can do that. Nate picked one adventure. Now what do you... Grandfather?
Yup. And he's trying to talk to you too, right?
He was at the hospital.
The creep.
Working on being ambidextrous?
No, Father. Just playing.
You're awfully playful these days.
I'm sorry.
I'm about to head into the office.
James only intended to tell her he was leaving and invited the kids to ask the help for anything they needed. But he was having second thoughts.
After what Henry said last night and seeing Beth sitting here writing with her non-dominant hand like it's the most natural thing, maybe Beth is suffering from schizophrenia. I think I should spend some more time with her, to be sure. You and your brother will come along.
Matt and me? You want us to come to work with you?
Why not? It's high time you guys get your first taste of the family business. I hope this works. My daughter should feel this is the most natural, well-thought-out plan I've ever had. Definitely not a fly-by-the-seat of his pants, last-ditch effort to quell the scary thoughts planted in my mind last night by my stupid best friend, who happens to be an expert in analyzing calligraphies.
What did Matt say?
He doesn't know yet. Why don't you go tell him?
As Beth trotted off to her brother's room, James justified his decision to himself.
I'll put the kids in the conference room attached to my office, from where I can easily watch them through the glass doors. That will give me a sense of how they behave when they believe no one is looking. Sure, this will rule out Henry's crazy mental illness theory.
Why can't we just stay here like we do every other day? I wanted to snoop around Henry's room and learn more about the guy.
I gave up trying to figure him out.
I miss Mom.
Me too.
Meanwhile, the real Matt and real Beth were pretending to be Nate and Jenny with their great-godmother, Claudette.
You know, the Dyson Dynasty head is dying, right, mon chéri?
She's talking about great-grandfather. Father never lets us meet him. Yeah, there's something going on between father and great-grandfather.
We don't need to talk about the Dysons.
Cat is out of the bag, honey. I know he's been trying to reach out to you.
Claudette, I love you. I'm grateful that you introduced us because now I have these beautiful kids, but I've had enough of the Dyson men to last a lifetime.
Please, give the old man some peace. He always liked you. He's trying to make amends before he passes. Go visit with him. Bring him a chessboard. Don't worry, James won't be there.
Can we please not? Right here, right now?
Alice shot a look at Matt and Beth, hoping Claudette would catch her meaning. Beth certainly did. She adjusted her new balloon crown, pretending she wasn't listening.
As you wish. Do the children like quiche Lorraine?
Nate and Jenny can answer for themselves, but at home we tend to keep vegan. What do you say, kids? Want to try some cow milk products?
It smells amazing.
Bacon is the downfall of many a vegan, Alice. You'd have nothing to be ashamed of if your children came around to the good life with a homemade quiche in the south of France. Don't worry, I'll make a carrot salad for you.
Alice looked at Beth, who quickly suppressed her laugh, sure that her mother would be mad. But to her surprise, her mother made a funny face and started twitching her nose up and down.
What are you doing?
I eat rabbit food. I must be a rabbit.
Okay, mon petit lapin. Go set the table.
Everything seems normal. They make me remember the days when I would show up at the office with my grandfather. He always made me wear a suit, even if I was just going to be sitting on the floor behind the big mahogany desk reading picture books. Good old days. I really miss them. What is she writing?
James got a glimpse of his daughter's non-dominant handwriting. It was perfect, flawless, as if she'd been doing it her whole life. But even more chilling than that was what it said. Written in a tidy block font in a neat line across the top was the name Jenny. Jenny looked up. James and she locked eyes, equally stunned.
Oh no! How could I be so stupid writing my own name instead of Beth's? Right under Father's nose like that.
Don't worry, Dad didn't see you.
He did. The wall to his office is all glass. He was staring straight at me.
On the other side of the glass, James's blood had turned to ice.
This is exactly the kind of thing a girl with multiple personalities would do. It's terrifying enough that Beth wrote perfectly with her other hand after never practicing it before. Now she also goes by another name? Maybe Henry was right. Maybe the girl did need to see an analyst. Zeke, get me a list of the top 5 child psychologists in Paris. I want to see their credentials, specialties, and any news or academic articles written about them. On my nightstand tonight.
Claudette told me to get a chess set for Carl Dyson.
You talked to Claudette about Carl?
Not exactly. She talked to me. She was trying to convince me to give him a chance. Dying old man, blah, blah, blah.
Honestly, Alice, it's gonna be good for your spirits. Just clear the air. And if it turns out that maybe old man Dyson actually can help you, that he really does want to stick it to his grandson just as much as you do, all the better.
The man does love his antiques. He brought his great-grandfather's walking stick to our wedding.
Do it. You won't regret giving it to him, and you might regret not.
You're right. I'd like to buy that chess set.
I am here to purchase that chess set.
Oh no, it's her.
Alice knew that voice. She turned and saw her suspicions confirmed. It was Gwen, Willa's cousin, the one who tried to make it sound like it was somehow Alice's fault that James never married Willa. She still holds the grudge against Alice. Why has she come back in her life? Is this Willa's plan? What will Jenny do now to save her cover?
Hi, Alice here. If you are curious to know more about my story, then download the Pocket FM app and listen to the exciting episodes of First Love Never Dies Now.